What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Austin Show. Today we're looking at the second half of our Lego Harry Potter house banners. So first we have the Ravenclaw set 76411 with 305 pieces, and Hufflepuff set 76412 with 313 pieces. So we have the other two banners here that go along with our four Hogwarts houses, and both of them look really cool. So again, really nice sets, and I do tend to like these a lot because we tend not to get a lot of Ravenclaw and Hufflepuff, so it's nice to have those. And we get more newer characters that I've never had before, so that's really cool, and just a lot of cool stuff with each of these sets. Again, on the back of each one, we can see the inside of our common room. So we have the Ravenclaw common room. Doesn't look as neat. I don't like the Ravenclaw one as much, but it's cool to get the different characters and kind of fits along with how their house works and stuff. So pretty cool to have that one. And then we also have Hufflepuff there, which looks really nice with all the greenery and everything. So I definitely like this one a lot more. It looks really cool. And of course, we have the lenticular images for the backgrounds that I'll show you. Just overall, really nice sets here for both of these. Like I said, they're not the best sets ever, but I really enjoyed them. But let's get into them to see if you'll enjoy them too. So let's look at the sets, starting with the minifigs. So here we have our 6 minifigs, of course, our Ravenclaws and our Hufflepuff. So we'll start with Ravenclaw once again. So we'll start off with Luna Lovegood, of course, one of our biggest characters from the set. And overall, she looks good. So looks like Luna. So she has her smiley face, of course, the eyelashes showing that she's a girl, and has her long blonde hair. So a nice long blonde hair in the back with a face with the Spectre specs. So pretty cool that she has that we could obviously switch the head around. And then she's in the full Hogwarts robe. So she has the Ravenclaw crest there on her chest and the robe over everything with the nice logo, and then around the hood there to the back. Of course, her hair's covering, but you see the hood back there, and then the outfit underneath, so the gray sweater with the little blue stripe at the bottom, and then the white button-up shirt with the blue and silver tie. And then, like I said, has the robes on over top with the longer legs of black, and then has a brown wand. And then we get Cho Chang, which was another character we've at least met in the movies. Of course, the love interest of Harry's for a while. She looks good overall, so there's her face. She has the darker skin tone since she's Asian, so a little bit darker skin tone, and then has the long black hair, and I like the straight cut there at the face, and then long hair in the front, and then going down into the back. And then on the back, she does have like a worried face, and then she's in the Quidditch outfit, so she has the sweater on with the silver stripe and the all blue shirt, has the Ravenclaw logo there on her chest, and then the tan pants and a brown wand. And then finally we get Michael Corner, which we see him in the Order of the Phoenix, and he's a part of Dumbledore's army, so he's the kid in there that has the longer hair, and so it looks good. So he's just got a little like smirk on his face, and then his longer hairstyle, which looks pretty good there, and a laughing face there on the back. And he's in the more relaxed outfit, so sweater's unbuttoned, but you can still see the blue and silver stripes there, the blue and silver tie with the white shirt, the black pants, and a tan wand. And along with the Ravenclaw set, we do also get a Cornish pixie little figure, so fun to have those once again in the nice metallic-y blue color. And then we move to Hufflepuff with our biggest name that we have of Cedric Diggory. So he's in the Quidditch outfit, so he's got the yellow sweatshirt with the black stripe, the Hufflepuff logo, of course the Cedric head there, so makes him looking all nice and good with the smile, and his brown hair there all styled up with a face there, just like a little bit of a smirk there on the back. And then he's got the tan pants and a brown wand. And then we get Susan Bones, which I know we saw her during the sorting ceremony and Sorcerer's Stone, and overall she looks good. So like her red hair with the pigtails coming around the front, of course the bangs there, and the pigtails coming around to the front. It's a nice like soft rubbery hair piece, but there you can see her face with all the freckles and stuff with a worried face there on the back. Then she has the Hufflepuff sweater, so the gray sweater with the black and yellow stripes, black and yellow tie with the white button up, black pants, and a brown wand. And finally we have Hannah Abbott, which we didn't really see too much in the movie. She was in a lot of the movies and just in background characters and was a part of Dumbledore's army, but we didn't really see her too much, and she didn't really talk or really show too much on screen. So it's cool. That's, like I said, figures like her, Michael Corner, Susan Bones, stuff like that are characters I'm glad that we're finally getting around to. But she just has a little bit of a smirk on her face, and you can see she has like a lipstick design and her long blonde hair, and then on the back she has a smiling face, and then the Hogwarts robes. So she's got the black robes, of course, with the yellow and black Hufflepuff logo, the yellow going around the back to the hood, gray sweater with the yellow and black stripe, yellow and black tie with the white button up, black pants, and a tan color wand for her. So a good selection of minifigs. Like I said, I like having this set because, like I said, we get 3 new characters, at least I've never had before, of Michael Corner, Susan Bones, and Hannah Abbott. So it's really cool to have those. And then they have Cho and Cedric in the Quidditch outfits and stuff. So good character selection overall, and that's why I said I think I like these sets a little bit more. But then we have our 2 house banners, so let's go and start with Ravenclaw. So Ravenclaw looks nice here again in the house banner design, where we have the Ravenclaw logo, which it looks like a crow or a raven, for Ravenclaw, but it's supposed to be an eagle, so I don't really know what's going on there with that, or if that's just a weird looking eagle. But I like how it's sort of like standing on the ground and has some like stuff. I don't know if those are supposed to be worms or like roots or whatever going into the ground, but it looks pretty nice with the blue and silver, even though I know their colors are supposed to be blue and bronze, but they never include bronze. They always chose silver, so everything's always kind of wrong there. there for that, but it does look really nice though. The blue and silver looks really nice together. And of course these have the hang up pieces up here at the top, so you can hang them on a wall, so put them on a nail or something, hang them all together and have all the different house banners. But just once again from the outside looks nice, and once again it's cool to have the additional option to actually hang these on the wall or open them up as an actual Lego playset. So let's go and open it up. So opening it up, we can see the inside of the Ravenclaw common room, which as I mentioned before is kind of boring because they don't have a whole lot going on. So as with the other ones we've looked at, we have the little chairs that we can pop off and just sit around, you know, to have like a seating area. We have the lamps here to the side that you can pop off. Oops, the base plates didn't come off with them, so there they stand up a little bit more. So just again a nice thing just to decorate out the room, and overall looks nice. Again, continuing on, of course, with the Lego bricks being the color they are, continues on with the blue and silver, with the blue and the gray color of the bricks kind of carries on. But we have a lot of books. Since Ravenclaws are known as the smart people, they have a lot of books and stuff, so we have a lot of bookshelves and everything. So we move it up close, you can see down here we have a bookshelf, so a set with a bunch of books, and again it carries off those book designs from those old book sets, and have like a little bench thing here as well as one over here with more bookshelf. We have a clock up top, so really weird clock but showing the time, and then we have the diadem of Ravenclaw, so it's pretty cool to have that in this set. Again, more books and bookshelves, so some books and throwing some books, a little like planetary thing there, and a book up top here that you can pop off and give to the characters. We have their fireplace, a nice little fireplace and design above it with the Ravenclaw logo there, which looks pretty nice with the little candles and everything. Another little bookshelf over here to the side with a book, and then we have Rowena Ravenclaw, of course the founder of Ravenclaw, so looks pretty nice there. Her all standing there with the wand in her hand looks pretty nice. And then up top we just have more blue and silver designs and some windows carrying out there, showing the blue sky there in the background with of course Hogwarts there behind Rowena as well. So looks pretty nice, but like I said, overall for Ravenclaw it's just pretty boring because there's not a whole lot to it. Just a lot of books. That's all we get for Ravenclaw, is just a bunch of books. So overall not a whole lot to it. Like I said, it's pretty boring, but it still has a really nice design. And just like the last ones, I'll take out the lenticular so you can see the full thing. So here is that. So again, the statue of Rowena Ravenclaw, the fireplace, I like the wings and stuff above it, but of course there's still a lot more books and everything piled up there. A nice little book that's open with a flame at the top, which is kind of weird. Of course the fireplace, and then we have a little curtain piece that comes to the side. Of course this is covered behind the bookcase, but it moves aside to open the curtain that has a lost list of Luna stuff, so Luna Lovegood with the LL, and then just the windows there in the background where you can see part of the Hogwarts castle in the background. So again, even the lenticular for this one doesn't have a whole lot to it. It's pretty basic, and like I said, pretty boring. And overall I feel pretty bad for Ravenclaw because it just feels a little too boring, where all the other sets have at least, you know, a little bit of uniqueness to it. I'd say the closest thing it's to is Gryffindor, you know, that doesn't have a whole lot. It's just all the red and stuff for Gryffindor, but I feel at least that had a little bit more character and charm, at least probably since we've seen it more in the movies and everything. But it is at least nice to have it. I just wish there was a little bit more pizzazz to it. But we can go and put everything back now, so we can close it up. So again, with these lamps you just have to put them over here in the side, so just get them placed in there, and then we just take the chairs again and place them right in the bottom section here, get them snapped in, so I'm placed just like that, and then we can close up the banner. So just close it back there, and now have our house banner once again. So like I said, overall not the greatest thing. I really like the colors and design and all that stuff. Just the inside of the common room, like I said, is just a little bit too boring, but cool to have Ravenclaw there. But let's go ahead and move over to Hufflepuff. So here we have the Hufflepuff design, and looks pretty good with their colors of the yellow and black. Just looks really nice with their badger animal there on the logo, so that looks really nice, and I love the little stripe designs in the background. Overall looks good with the nice black outline and sides and stuff, and again you can hang it up with the piece here at the top. But we'll go ahead and just open it up to see the inside of their room, and like I said, I really like this one a lot. This would definitely be my favorite out of all of them because they have a lot of like plants and stuff, as you see, and then also have a lot of desserts, so just a good combination of stuff here for Hufflepuff. So we see the insides, and of course with the lenticulars, everything, like I said, we get a lot of plant stuff. So we have the little things out front here that we can pop off. So we have a little planter here full of flowers, we have a pumpkin, then we have a chair, so of course we always have to have a little chair to sit around in. So we have a chair, and then a chest as well that has some utensils in it, so it has some scissors and forks and spoons stuff for eating, so just some utensils down inside there. And off to the sides we have some seating, so over here we have a little seat, so a nice little seat cushion as well, so we have that along with our chair, and then a little bench and maybe a cabinet back in here. We have some other stuff we can pop out, so we have a little table here full of treats, so looks really nice. So if you can get that slid out, we have this tree just full of cupcakes and cookies and donuts and desserts and just all sorts of yummy stuff that we can also sit in front. And finally, down in like the fireplace section, we have a water container, so we can, you know, use to water the plants and all that as well. So just a lot of stuff hidden around in this room, but we'll take a look at the room itself a little bit closer. So with Hufflepuff being headed up by Professor Sprout, we get a lot of plant stuff, which I think looks really cool. And with the common room room being located down in the dungeons next to the kitchen. There's a lot of food stuff going on, so that's why we had all the treats and everything. But we'll start over to this side. So again, we have like the little bench with what looks to be a cupboard or something back there. We have a picture of fruit, a Hufflepuff banner, and then some plant just growing around there. We do have little lights up top here to the side as well. Then moving over, we have a barrel, which looks like we have a little niffler sneaking around there. So we can see the niffler on both sides sneaking around. So he's putting like a little piece of gold up in the barrel. Some barrels there itself, so just some sticker pieces on there. A bookshelf again with more books designed after those older Lego sets. The Hufflepuff House crest. Then some more plants going up, so maybe some devil snare or something, just some viney plants. Then we have a mandrake in a pot. So again, if you do the lenticular, the mandrake sticking out of the pot. Then we have the cactus plant of Mimbless Mimbletonia that Neville had and stuff, so pretty cool to have that there. And then down below we have a bookshelf with a little cup we can pull out. That's probably the Horcrux, the cup of Hufflepuff, so pretty cool to have that included as well. Then more shelving with some plants growing and stuff there. And down below again, the little niffler sneaking out from behind the curtain, and their fireplace that is just flickering fire, ending off with the portrait of Helga Hufflepuff, the founder of Hufflepuff. And there she has her cup, but you can see it moving back and forth with the lenticular. And on the far side we have some more plants growing, of course that seed I mentioned, another lantern, and a picture of Newt Scamander, of course one of the more famous students from Hufflepuff. So it's cool we got a picture of Newt thrown in there as well. And overall just looks relatively nice. I love the colors of the brown and of course like the yellow orange color of the set and stuff. Just looks really nice overall. So like I said, this is definitely one of my more favorite sets just because I love all the colors, the plants growing, the food, just everything about it looks really nice. And if we pull out the lenticular, of course we'll see a lot more. So of course we have our niffler moving, the fireplace with the flickering fire and the other niffler, the plants growing and stuff moving around, picture of Hufflepuff, the mandrake, the tentacula, and the Mimbless Mimbletonia with the Quidditch pitch in the background, which is pretty nice as well. So again, I like this because the only little section that's in is this over here that has nothing to it. So that's the best thing to do. So this one works out really good, has a lot of fun, entertaining stuff to it, and doesn't really hide anything important. So once again, a nice little set here for the Hufflepuff common room, which as I said is probably one of my favorite sets just because of the overall design. But we can put everything back for storage. So we'll just go and put the table back right in the center. So it just sits right in here. Gotta put the watering can down back in the fire, which can be difficult to clip back in there. And then we have our chair that we can flip upside down and clip on the side here, as well as our pumpkin. And on the other side, put our chest, flip it upside down and clip it in, and the pot of flowers. And then we can close it back up to make our banner once again for Hufflepuff. So there we have our Hufflepuff and Ravenclaw banners once again, and we can add them in with our other banners. So it's hard for me to get these put up anywhere, so I just laid them on the table and raised the camera up. So it's really nice to have all of our 4 house banners there together of Gryffindor, Slytherin, Ravenclaw, and Hufflepuff. All of them look really good together. And like I said, now we can hang them up on a wall if we wanted to and have our Lego sets, you know, use something as a nice decoration, or you could just put them on display with the common rooms open. So I like having the duality of these sets of either having them as an actual room decoration or a Lego display set. So I really like that a lot about these sets. So that's going to be it for these Lego Harry Potter house banners of Ravenclaw and Hufflepuff. Like I said, both are really nice. As I've mentioned multiple times, they're not the best sets ever, so if you don't want to spend the money on them, I wouldn't worry about wasting them. But I do really enjoy, and like I said, having the dual features of where you can hang them up for display or having the common rooms on the inside, which is something we've not had before in Lego. So very cool to have the common rooms and get good character selection. So like I said, overall, we don't have like any of the main characters, but we do have pretty good important characters with like Luna, Cho, and Cedric. But then 3 characters we probably wouldn't have any otherwise of Susan, Hannah, and Michael Corner. So very cool to have those 3 minifigures to add to the collection. So very interesting sets. Like I said, Ravenclaw is probably the most boring out of all of them, but I still really enjoy having it and like the design now having all 4 of the house rooms. So let me know what you thought of these sets down in the comments, and if you enjoyed my review, let me know with a thumbs up. Well, and thank you all for watching. I hope you all stay awesome out there, and I'll see you in our next review.